sick and tired of being sick and tired? Have you had enough? How do you win? Step number one, study the winners. And that's what you're going to have a chance to do. Study winners, do what winners do. Guess what happens to you? Anybody ready to win?
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean, you can say that, but I mean, are you ready? I'll never forget my first week, a big event, 2-3 weeks in the business, and I was never the same again, ever. Anyway, so excited about our speaker. Why? You know, I was thinking, Shaq said, well, what should people do? And Clayton, where's Clayton? Clayton here? He did a phenomenal job speaking today on investment. I'm scratching my head listening to Clayton talk about his $100 million under assets under management, and he makes $215,000 passive, and he's got his Series 65, and he's talking about managed money and allocation in the stock market and tax efficiency. I mean, it's like, he almost got me convinced to get my Series 65.
Almost.
I'm still working on my 63. I failed that thing in 85, never went back. I didn't need it in Maryland. I was afraid of it. So, got my 6 though, I got to set, but anyway, I don't want to take up our speaker's time. But then I was thinking, like, our speaker's got 100K or 90K base shot. That's sexy, isn't it? Because the way to change your life quickly is what? Build a big base shop. What's a big base shop? In our business now, we have what's called mega base shops. You know what I mean? They're not even big anymore. They're like what Willie and Miguel are doing, and that Diana, and it's like 200, 300, 400. That ain't a big base shop. That's like massive. What's being done in the business today in record-breaking speed. But I tell you what, if you just learn how to build a $30,000 base shop, which is about 5 directs doing 5 or 6,000. That's a $20,000 a month income. Now I got a question for you. If you made $250,000 a year in our business, what would that do to your lifestyle? And if you had, see, what business are we really in? People business. No, but yes. That's the thing about questions. You know, there's like 20 right answers. But what is the business we're really in?
Distribution.
Huh?
Distribution.
Selling. No, definitely not. But we do a little of that. What?
Distribution.
Distribution business. Yeah, that would help if you have some of that, right?
Helping people.
Yes. Money business. No, but yes, that helps to have.
Helping people.
Financial independence.
Financial independence business. That's a fancy way of saying it. You know what this business did for my wife and I? It gave us freedom. We are in the freedom business. How'd we get free? Recruiting directs, training them, getting them productive, making money, and Beth, is that Beth? Number recruiting, training, and retaining, like keeping them. Is that a good idea? Yeah. And if you can recruit and train and retain people who actually go out there and make 50K, 100K, they will what? Stay. And when they stay, when your people make money, you get something called a override. Would A commission is something you earn when you do the work, but a override is something that you earn when you do not do the work. Now, who would like to get paid without doing the work? Without setting the appointment, doing the appointment, doing the turbo app, you know? I did an app last week, yes, my first one in a long time. But my office manager had to do the app. I did all the hard part, but I had to call in reinforcements because, okay, now what? You know, you got to get on the computer. But recruiting and training and building a big base shop. And a 30K base shop will change your life. And a 30K base shop is just like a few people. Not an army. You don't need 100, 200, 500. You need 5 people who produce. And what this couple has done is they are number one, what? Personally productive. They write $15,000 to $25,000 a month themselves. Now, if you can do it yourself, guess what you can do? You can teach it. If you know how to tie your shoe, you can now teach it. Now, imagine not knowing how to tie your shoe and recruiting somebody in the shoe tying business. How are you going to do? But if you know how to tie a shoe, and then you're in the shoe tying business, you can do what? Duplicate yourself, and when you duplicate yourself, that turns into a what? A big base shop, and today, you know, I mean, we got people, regional leaders with 50, 100, I don't know, regional leader now, it's like 150 to it, I don't know, it's like I don't even want to look, because it just gets me depressed. But how many of you would be happy with $250,000 a year for starters? Okay, then you need to learn how to recruit, train, be productive, and build a big base shop. And this couple has a 100 by 90K base shop. They write $50,000 to $25,000 personally. At $500,000 a year in income. Can you imagine? Picture, I mean, your bank account with your name on it with $45,000 a month going in it every month. Is that who you want to learn from? They got 500 codes, 29 years old, just getting started, man. Legends in the business, doing the most mind-boggling things. So I think Gabby's going to kick us off, but just so excited to learn. I closed my computer. I'm going to turn my phone off. I'm going to sharpen up the pencil, you know? Because why? Because you're going to hear things, folks. Is anybody here for the first time? First event? I mean, you're very fortunate to be here. I'll never forget my first event. I heard things that I had never heard before, and they were transformational. I never was the same again after my first big event at this company. So please help me welcome up. I think Gabby's going to get us started, but what an incredible, I don't see them. Come on up here, Gabby.
Awesome. So how's everyone doing tonight? Awesome. Well, I definitely do appreciate you guys for having us. We definitely do appreciate it. And today, what I'm going to be going over is social media marketing. I'm sharing my screen, but it's not sharing. Give me just a second. So a little background on me, you guys. I got started way before COVID happened and before social media was a big thing. So obviously, you know, prospecting in person is not a bad thing, right? It's a great thing, but I just prefer social media because in today's world, everyone's on social media. Everyone's on Facebook, everyone's on Instagram, everyone's on Snapchat, right? So I utilize Instagram to my fullest potential because when I got hired in my office, you know, they used to take us to gas stations to prospect people. And my RVP at the time, they would lock their car doors and be like, you are not getting back inside this car until you get 5 numbers. And I hated it. I was a brand new recruit. I didn't know how to talk to people. I absolutely hated it, you know? But little by little, we got better, we got better. We also did door knocking, which also I really did not like. You know, each time I'd walk up, like my knees were shaking, and I'm just like, I don't even know what's gonna come out of my mouth, right? But then, you know, fast forward to when COVID happened, everything changed. We couldn't go meet people in person. We couldn't go to gas stations and talk to people because everyone was scared, right? So everything, you know, transitioned, and we started really utilizing social media. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about that today. So my Instagram is anything for Gabby. So you guys don't follow me, you guys can follow me. I post a lot about the business. Now just a few things when it comes to your guys' profile. You have to realize that your guys' profile is your advertisement. So whatever you guys post on there, people are going to judge you, honestly. Like, that's just what it is, you know? So when it comes to business, you guys wanna make sure that if you guys have a private profile, that you guys switch it to a business account. Not only do you guys want to switch it to a business account, when you guys switch it to a business account, you guys want to make sure that you put it on creators mode. Because if you guys don't, if you guys like putting music on your profile, you know, like whenever you load like a story, you like to, you know, post a song. If you guys just have a regular business account, all of your music is gonna disappear. Okay, so you guys wanna make sure that you guys put it on creators mode. And not only that, you get a lot of cool features, like you guys get to see how many people are actually viewing your profile, how much engagement you guys have, so you guys wanna keep track of that. And on your bio, on your handle, I should say, you guys wanna make sure that you guys incorporate your name on there. Okay, because sometimes, you know, you guys have recruits and they just have something completely different on their handle and you can't find them. You know, so mine has anything for Gabby, that is my handle. So even if you search up my name and if you put GA, it'll pop up my Instagram, so it's easy to access. You guys wanna have a clean profile picture. Obviously mine's an avatar, my profile, I've been having that avatar now for a very long time now. That's just a part of my advertising, right? You guys wanna have a cool bio. You guys don't wanna, you know, put so much on it. Like my bio is super simple. It just says fiance, because I am a fiance. Business, lifestyle, blessed and highly favored. Senior vice president, licensed in all 50 states. And I'm about my business and getting people paid. I didn't put more, but that's all I have in my bio. It doesn't say I'm in Primerica, doesn't say all this crazy stuff. Am I proud of being in Primerica? Of course, absolutely. But you don't want to post everything about Primerica because keep in mind, people have heard of people doing it, but they didn't really do it. They just kind of got involved, they quit, and they, you know, they start spreading bad things and bad, you know, they start saying like, oh, that company doesn't work. So if you're gonna hear from Primerica, you're gonna hear it from me, because I actually am doing it. You know, so I don't want just to post it. And then your followers must be higher than your following. I know this is funny, okay? But when you guys have somebody that follows you, right, and they have like 20 followers and they follow like 5,000 people, you're not gonna follow that person back. They're like, you must not be posting stuff that's, you know, attractive. So you guys wanna make sure that if you guys are following a bunch of people, I call it detox your profile. So the way you guys do that is you go on your following. Let me see if I can actually just do it. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Let me show you guys. So you guys can go on your following. Oops, I closed it. Can you see? Okay, cool. You click on your following, and then it'll load, and then it has this little sort by default. This little thing right here. You'll click on that, and then you'll go on latest, and whoever you recently followed, you could go down through there. If you guys have never done that before, you could click where it says earliest, and those are like the very first people that you've ever followed since you got into Instagram. Okay? And then you just click on it, right? So in this case, let's just see this girl. There's two ways that you could see if they follow you. Well, number one is you could click on following, and if they do follow you back, you will be the first person that pops up. You don't have to go looking for yourself or anything like that. You'll be the very first person that pops up. Or another thing that you could do is you could click on message, and right there in the very bottom, it says you follow each other on Instagram. And clearly I've messaged this girl before. I'll get into that right now in a little bit. Okay? So you just want to do that. You just want to go, if they don't follow you, you know, just unfollow them. You know, just unfollow them, unfollow. And then also, if you guys are very new in the business or you guys are getting new to social media, unfollow all of your distractions. Because what happens is that, let's just say, like for me, it's makeup, right? So if I go on, in the beginning, right? If I go on Instagram and the first thing that pops up is like a makeup page and some girl's like blending out her makeup, I'll click on her page, and next thing you know, I'll go on another one, and then I go on another one, then I go on another one, and next thing you know, you're 2 hours in, and you haven't sent any messages, you haven't done anything, right? So if your distraction is, let's just say cars, cooking, whatever your distraction is, you know, unfollow all those pages. Just unfollow them. You don't have to see them right now. Why? Because you're using your social media as your business tool. Okay? Now, let me go back to this. Also, post highlights, you guys. People like to see that. Things that you could post on your highlights is, win company trips, winning company trips. Events like this, you guys should definitely take advantage of this. Post with a lot of people, post with your uplines, post with your sidelines. Post other people, post their success. Why? Because if you're really in a business and you're using your social media to brand yourself, other people want to see that you're with other people. Because if you're in a business and all you do is just post yourself, you don't post anything else, you don't post that you're with other people, what kind of business are you really in? Doesn't really make sense, right? So you guys want to make sure that you post a lot of stuff on your highlights. Like on my highlights, I have all the company trips that I've won, the trips that me and Edward have been on, events like this. So then when people go on your highlights, they see like, oh, this girl's really involved into something else. She's involved in something. And post on your page. You guys want to post what you actually want to attract. Okay, like for me on my page, if you guys go on my page, I post everything that I want to attract into my business. I post with other people in my business. I post, with my uplines. I post on, my baby. I post with my fiance, the convention. So if you go on my page, you don't know what I do, but you know that I do something. And the one question that you guys want to ask if you're doing social media, right, what you should do, is if you DM'd yourself about a business opportunity, would you reply to yourself back? Like, is your page attractive? Like, would it catch your interest? Like, would your page catch your interest to mention this person back? Like, if I message myself on over my Instagram, I would look at her page and be like, dang, this girl does something. I don't know what she does, but she definitely does something. Let me see what she does. So as you guys see here, I don't post Primerica. I don't post anything. I post a lifestyle because people want to see what you're doing, but not exactly what you're doing. It's social media, so you gotta want to keep it like, you want to keep it interesting, right? You don't know if I do real estate, you don't know if I do trading, you don't know if you don't know what I do, right? So when I message somebody, guess what? They're going to actually respond back to me so I can start a conversation. If that makes sense. Okay? And also, another important thing, you guys, your tag pictures. I know it's super weird, but I've actually recruited a lot of people based off my tag pictures. Because if you guys go on like people's pages that are scammers, they never have tag pictures. Ever. So if you go on my page, even if you think, oh, this girl, her page might be, a scam or whatever, if you go on my tag pictures, there's so much more pictures on there than I actually have on my actual page. Like so many. So maybe you may not believe my actual page, but if you go on here, so many people tag me on things. So even if you don't, maybe you could go on, I don't know, on this person's page, right? Like, okay, the Aviator is so good. What is this? They go on this, they start looking at their page, and it's like, okay, cool. She's in a company. She's legit. They're tagging her. This is her actual page. So on here, like I said, I have a bunch of pictures that I don't even have on my actual page. So that gives credibility. I actually have sometimes people that ask me, like, when I message them, like, oh, is this a scam? I tell them, like, does my page look like a scam? And I don't mean to be cocky, but it's like, I've worked very hard on my page so people don't think that way. And you guys all have gotten people to message you from scamming pages. Then you click on their profile and the very first picture is what? Thank you so much, Jessica. She helped me buy a house, a car, she made me make $10,000. Like, come on, So it's super important that your page looks attractive. And you guys want to be active on your profile. You guys want to post on your story, like throughout the day. What do you post? When you wake up in the morning, if you're working out, if you're reading, when you go to the office, when you pick up your kids from school, whatever you do. And if you're thinking like, who cares? Like, why do I have to post that stuff? What is YouTube? YouTube is literally a website of people just blogging their life. And people make a lot of money just doing that. And I know you may think like, oh my God, who's gonna watch my stuff? People are watching. People that you don't even know. I get messages from people like, oh my God, I've watched your story, da 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 da. And it's just like, you would never think that they're watching, So post for you. Post what you're actually doing. Because you guys are actually going for something great. This business is a copycat business, so copy the right cats. Right here we have, RVP Luis Camejo. We have my sister, who's also an RVP in the company. She's about to click over $200,000 in income. We have Alec, we have, Ari, we have Edward's page, So there's a lot of people that you guys can copy. But you guys want to make sure that you incorporate your own personality. And as you can see, what do we all have in common? We all have, our names in our handle. Our followers are higher than our following. They all have solid profile pictures. Their bio is clean. They all have, Lewis had highlights, he just took them down. But we all have highlights, and we all have clean pictures on our pages, and we all recruit direct a lot of people. And guess what? Since we're doing it, we get to teach our team how to do it as well. It's a copycat business, you guys. So how to generate activity on social media. You guys want to prospect everyone, but not just anybody, okay? You don't want to prospect, if someone has a profile picture of a mailbox, you guys don't want to prospect them. You guys don't want to do that. You want to prospect people just like you, check out their profile. Like I said, don't post about Primerica, not because you're trying to hide it, but whenever somebody sits down with you, you're going to explain to them what Primerica is. They're not going to hear from a cousin who signed up and never did anything, right? You guys want to, if they're going to hear from Primerica, they're going to hear from you. Point blank, period. Take a lot of pictures. I was just telling Edward yesterday, I was trying to find pictures of when I would go prospecting and stuff, and I was like, dang, I didn't take enough pictures. I didn't. So right now, wherever you guys are at, take pictures of your car, take pictures where you live, take pictures of how you dress, how you look, just take pictures of everything, because one day when you're on stage, you're gonna have all of that to be able to show people hey, this is where I was at, this is where I'm at now. So take pictures, you guys, take a lot of pictures, take a lot of videos, and post twice a week on your actual page, not your story, on your actual page. Doesn't have to be professional pictures, you guys, just go outside, take a picture in a nice area. Go to the mall, take a picture, dress nice. That's it, post a picture. Post daily, like I said, post daily throughout the day on your story. And you guys want to be messaging 100 people a day. Do you guys have to do that forever? Absolutely not. But you guys are going to have to, if you guys are all in your building phase, which you are, you guys need to start sending 100 messages a day. But when you guys are you guys also don't want to get action blocked. Because during the midst of all this, you guys sending messages, posting pictures, liking pictures, posting stories, posting your highlights, following 5 to 100 people a day, or 50, that should not be 5, following 50 to 100 people a day, you guys don't want to get action blocked, because Instagram will literally action block you guys. So if you go on Instagram and you guys like a lot of pictures, they'll block you. Instagram. If you go on Instagram and you unfollow a bunch of people, unfollow, Instagram will block you. If you follow a lot of people, they will block you. So you guys want to pace yourself. You guys don't want to go crazy. So what I mean by that? So in the morning, let's just say you wake up, right? You post a story, and you go message 10 people. That's it. You don't want to do anything else. Go like a few pictures, go do other stuff. Because what Instagram doesn't want to see is you doing the same thing over again. Because they're going to think you're a bot. So send 10 messages in the morning, like a few pictures, see a few reels, and that's it. Meanwhile, go to your office, work out, do whatever you're doing, right? Check your back office, and then boom, send another 10 messages. You guys can send, honestly, 200 messages a day if you pace yourself. What happens is people try to do nothing all day, and then towards the end of the day, they try to send 200 messages, and now you can't. And the thing about Instagram is they could block you for a week, they could block you for 2 weeks, they could block you up to 3 months. You don't want to take that risk, so pace yourself. So you guys could also use Facebook, you can use Instagram, use other things. Building is your guys' inventory. You guys could also ask people to post your flyer. Daily has 4 to 5 people to post your flyer. My flyer is this one right here. We're hiring, must be self-motivated, people's person who lived in the United States, financial services industry, no experience needed, good Wi-Fi connection, 18 plus, $1,000 training bonus. That's it, boom. So what's my script? Hey love, hope you're doing good. Looking at training a few new people for my agency, and I'm sure some sharp people follow you. Can you share a little flyer on your story for me and tag me, please? People literally post you guys for free advertisement. They don't want to work with you, have them work for you. Right. Boom, send a flyer, that's it. And then you get a bunch of numbers that you can call. Okay? And then I wasn't able to add the way I send messages, so I'm gonna just go ahead and show you guys how I send messages. So let's just say this girl. It's very similar to the way I send messages all the time. So I said, hey Anna, good morning, I want to ask you a question. I always incorporate the name. If I can't say their name, then I'll say, like, hey girl, good morning, I want to ask you a question. She said, hi, good morning, sure. Hope you're having a great day. I sent you a message because my fiance and I own our own business. If you guys don't have a partner, just say, I own my own business. And I came across your page and I really took interest. You seem like an outgoing and family-oriented person like myself. I wanted to ask you if you're currently employed. She said, oh, thank you. Congrats on your engagement. And yes, I'm employed currently. I'm a nurse in Orlando. And I said, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And how nice. How long have you been doing that for? So you see, I'm conversating with her, not just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. She said 9 years. LOL, quite some time. What kind of business is it that you own? And I said, oh wow, that's definitely quite a while there. LOL. I know it's a random question, LOL, but the reason why I'm asking is because I'm actually looking to hire and train someone to my position in the financial industry. And based off your profile, you seem like a great fit. Are you someone who keeps your options open to new opportunities without affecting what you currently do? She said, thank you for your consideration. I'm definitely open to hearing more about it. When could we speak more into detail? And I said, of course. We can definitely set a Zoom, or I do see you're in Tampa. We can meet at a Starbucks and grab some coffee and go over everything into detail. And if you see yourself doing this on the side, I can show you the next steps from there. Would you be available tomorrow? She said, I live in Orlando now, but we can do Zoom tomorrow, though I have some time till 5. That's great, thank you. And I was like, we could do it tomorrow at 12:30. What's a good contact number? I can send you my personal meeting information. Boom, got the number.
Nice work.
It's another one. Always try getting the number, you guys. It's super, super simple to get the numbers, and then that's it. This whole. And whenever you guys are sending messages, there's two. When you guys switch it to a business account, you're gonna have 2 tabs. Okay, one's gonna be primary, and the other one's gonna be general. Okay, so whenever I'm sending messages, it's through this right here. But whenever I'm actually getting their number or close to booking their number, you just swipe like this. You see this little tab right there? Switch it, and then boom. So whenever you guys are having days that you guys don't know, or you guys want to create activity, I could just go in here and just go down, and everybody on this folder right here, I'm getting close to booking an appointment with. I already have a number, so I just go in there, and I just get their numbers. I'm just like, okay, who else? Like this girl, I don't know. I just talk to everybody. I'm trying to find an easier one. Let me see. I have a lot of numbers. So this girl, let's see. Hey love, I really like your page. I want to ask you a question. So we go on her page. Boom, simple. She's like, hey, appreciate it, likewise. And for sure, what's up? I was like, hope you're having a great day. Same copy and paste. I want to ask you if you're currently employed. Because people like to talk about themselves. So I always start off like, well, what do you currently do for work? Right? She said, thank you, same to you. I appreciate you considering me and reaching out. I do currently have a seasonal position at Lush Cosmetics, and I run a small online business as of currently, and I'm still growing, getting everything established within that. I am looking for something more stable and that can lead me to financial freedom while I educate myself more on business and grow as an entrepreneur. People are looking for things, you guys, but you guys aren't asking me.
Wow.
Everyone's always looking for an opportunity. And I was like, oh, wow, I love that. I actually teach others how to grow in entrepreneurship in the financial industry. I know it's a random question, although the reason I'm asking that same copy and paste. But it's a different conversation, you guys. I have literally a script that I can send you guys, but it's different conversations each time. And she said, that's awesome, no worries, LO. I'm definitely open to new opportunities to further my career while maintaining what I already do. And I was like, awesome. I pretty much asked her if she knows Zoom. She said yes. And I asked her, she never gave me her number, right? I asked her to post a flyer for me, right? Kept following up. And she's like, that she was still open to sitting down on a Zoom call. And she said, I'll repost it. She reposted it. And then, boom, we ended up setting an appointment. I ended up hiring her. So remember, if they're not working with you, have them work for you guys. It's not a bad thing, because they're already posting on social media. Just have them post your flyer. So it's super simple, you guys. Like I said, my social media makes me money. You guys have to use your social media to help you make money. We're already on there. Why waste your time on there? So utilize what you learned today, you guys. Social media is very simple. I was telling the other guys, it's so crazy because we could be as transparent, but it's so crazy because a lot of people won't actually do the work to get the results that you actually need. It's so crazy. Primerica is very, very simple, you guys. So take what you learn here, be excited. We're on a Ruby run, so we're going off. We're doing what we need to do. We're SVPs, you guys. I have an 8-month-old baby. I leave my baby at 9. I'm there at the office all day. I'm working. I'm on back-to-back appointments. Why? Because we're very big on showing our team what to do, not telling them what to do. So even on the day that I was scheduled to deliver my baby, I was late to the appointment because we had Tuesday night training. we were there, my appointment was at 10 and we were still at the office at 10. It is what it is, you guys. You guys just have to do what you guys have to do. So I'm really excited. Tomorrow I'm going to be going into my personal story, right? But I do get the honor of bringing up my fiance, my near-term $1 million earner, Edouard Fernandez.